Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Beer with Brandon, where we talk about all things real estate on the 007th of every month. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Bond, Keller Williams, Paris, Texas, and I have a special guest. We're going to talk about all things dealing with mortgage. My guest, Miss Judy Miller. How are you doing?
I'm great, Brandon. Thank you for having me. This has been a blast.
Absolutely, of course. So I know you've seen the show, and we're going to talk about mortgages. But first, one of the most important things about Beer with Brandon,
you got to have a beer.
You got to have a beer. Let's go get one.
Sounds good.
Go. All right, so we got our beer, and I know this is called Beer with Brandon, but I have to say this. I'm not drinking a beer. We observe Passover, and this week is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So I'm not eating any bread or drinking beer. This is actually wine, a rosé, excellent selection at Time Flies. Cheers.
Cheers.
Excellent. So, Judy, wanted to bring you on. Now, we've worked together in the past, and a lot of people, general public, those that maybe don't know about mortgages.
Right.
And I deal with first-time home buyers, those who are maybe shopping rates, shopping loans, and anyone that really has a question when it comes to mortgages. You're the expert.
I like to think so.
Excellent. Now, you're with Service First
Mortgage.
But you didn't start out there.
No, I did not. I did not start out there. I started out as a regular, quote unquote, bank employee here in Paris, Texas.
Here in Texas. You are a Paris, Texas native.
I am. I graduated from Paris High School in 1984.
Hey, here's to the
Paris
80s.
Wildcat.
Paris Wildcat.
Wildcat.
Well, wait a second. I graduated from North Lamar, so...
Well, you don't count.
Oh! So. That's okay. But hey, I love it that you're local.
I live in Gainesville, Texas.
Nothing wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. But I did grow up in Paris, Texas. I'm very familiar with the area. I'm familiar with all the banks, the lenders, the title companies. So awesome. I have a background here.
That's right. And I love that because I always tell people that if they are in the process of looking to get a home loan,
right?
Shopping for a new home, go with your local banker first. Always try to keep it local. Go to them first. If you have a current lender, talk to them.
Try and see.
But a lot of people don't. Like, from our interactions, I send you people that are local, and I send you people from other states.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And everybody is just trying to find the best deal that works for them. So before we get into that, tell us a little bit about how you got into this industry.
How I got into this industry was quite interesting. I worked for banks for years, and
here in Paris, Texas,
and moved to the Metroplex, worked for banks there, and actually got reunited with my high school sweetheart from Paris High School. And
so real estate is a love story.
It's a love story. So you and I like to think so.
Absolutely.
So I moved to Gainesville, Texas, where I still currently live. And there just wasn't a niche there for a commercial lender that was female. So we were in the process of refinancing the home that we owned. And I called the mortgage lender that had done my past 6 mortgages.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm in Gainesville, Texas, and I'm actually a loan officer's assistant." And he's like, "Oh, no, you can't do that. You need to come to work for me."
Absolutely.
So that was in 2003. Wow. And I went to work from him, and although I knew retail lending, I did not know mortgage lending. And he taught me everything, and he's still a mentor, very strong mentor in my life, and that's how I got started.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I think it speaks volume that someone, you're already working for someone else, and they saw some type of quality in you to get you to work for them. And not everybody does it. Not everybody gets a job offer from maybe even a competitor. I think that speaks volume. So that's awesome to hear. So tell us, background, you were in the banking side early, and you got into mortgages, commercial.
You know, the reason I am with Service First Mortgage, honestly, and this sounds cliche, you hear this all the time, is that they're a family-oriented company. The CEO of our company, I got COVID back in October.
Oh, dear.
The CEO of our company called me personally and checked on me. I had previously worked for several banks and two of the largest mortgage companies in this industry nationwide. I never even spoke to the CEO, much less he probably didn't even know my name.
Wow, that's amazing.
And he called me and checked on me and made sure I was okay and is there anything they can do. That is the reason I chose Service Merc. We've been in business for over 37 years. We've watched the economy go through all the cycles.
Sure.
And I'm going to tell you, our CEO, I have the utmost respect for him personally and business-wise. He has compromised or put together a strong management team that I think is some of the best I've ever worked for, ever.
That is excellent.
This is an honest story, Brandon. About 2 weeks ago, I had a customer that we were struggling with getting the approval on, and 9 o'clock at night, I messaged my boss, he messaged the underwriter, so on and so forth. We got it done.
Wow.
9 o'clock at night on a Thursday night.
Hey, and that also speaks volumes.
Speaks volumes.
Because not every owner, CEO is going to call just everyone and really care. We all want to be associated or doing business with people that care.
Yes.
That's why we got into the industry. And because we care, and I care too, about the general public and them being aware of other programs available. That's why I feel like this is a really good opportunity to bring someone like you on and to just tell us what type of programs you have available.
So one of the things that I get asked a lot about is, why would someone go to you instead of a local bank?
That's
or
right.
Something like
That's a very good question.
And the reason why is we do have a larger array of programs that we can offer.
Okay.
We have down payment assistant programs.
Woo!
That's a huge
Love
one. That's a huge one. I can do unimproved land. I can do construction loans.
So like new homes?
New homes, yes, exactly.
Awesome.
So I think the benefit of working with someone like me is that you can do everything from start to finish. If you're doing a construction loan, I can do your construction loan. I can do your permanent loan, so on and so forth. But, you know, Brandon, this economy, everything that we have going on in the world today, there's just not a lot of people out there that have 10% down, 15% down, or 20% down. They just don't simply have it.
That's a lot.
Families are struggling.
Absolutely.
But they're paying an enormous amount every month in rent.
Yes. And then, you know, it's crazy. The home that I live in, if you were to rent that home, it would be 2 or 3 times the amount of what I pay for a mortgage. And I'm not saying that's always the case, but there is absolutely hope.
Yes.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
There is. So one of the things I do is I work with someone from the minute they apply with me until the day we close, and then even beyond. I'm still there for them. I'm not a credit counselor. I'm not licensed to do any of those kinds of things, but I do have the resources to help coach someone on what it will take to improve their credit to get them ready.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I have sent you clients that still need some more assistance. And that's the nice thing about it is I'm sure there's people watching that are like, well, I don't even want to go through that process because I'm scared to find out what someone will say.
Right.
But if it doesn't work out, that maybe they're not ready right now, you will give them specific things that they can do in order to repair their credit.
Yes, that's exactly right.
At the end of the day, we want everyone to be in a new home, if that's their goal. And however that's accomplished is up to us. And so don't be fearful, because there is hope. And that's why, we have someone like you on to share that. And I want to touch on what you mentioned earlier. You also have other programs that if a loan doesn't close in a certain amount of time,
That's
you
exactly
pay.
right. That's exactly right.
Tell us about that program.
So that's a very exciting program that we just rolled out, and it's called It's a new program.
Okay.
And it's called a seller guarantee program. We tried to look at what can we do to put that offer that you're making up at the top. And what we came up with was a seller guarantee. So that seller guarantee, when I give you a pre-approval letter, Brandon, for someone, I'm also going to send you a seller guarantee certificate that you're going to send to the seller that says, if we do not close your loan in 29 days, then we're going to start paying you $200 per day up to $2,000.
Now, 29 days is fairly quickly because, most loans, we right now, 4 to 6 weeks.
And you know why? It's because appraisers, the industry is inundated right now.
It is.
And so it's taking longer to get things done. And we are just trying to do what we can.
Absolutely.
To put things in place to get people in homes faster.
How do you make your offer stand out compared to everyone else? And I don't know anyone else that offers a seller guaranteed that they'll pay the seller
That's right.
for anything over 29 days.
I mean, it's there's not anyone that I know of in the market right now that's doing that. I'm sure they'll come once we get a loan in house that we can close it in 29 days.
That is amazing.
So we go above and beyond.
Okay, so just kind of summarize. You offer all the traditional loans, the conventional FHA, VA. You offer us kind of a seller guarantee.
Seller guarantee.
You offer down payment assistance.
Absolutely.
You can also finance mobile homes.
You can. And if you're looking at listing or purchasing a mobile home, you need to be working with a lender that knows mobile homes, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong.
And that's you.
That's me. I can do it. I can do it.
Absolutely. Well, the most important thing with any transaction, whether it's personal or professional, is communication.
Communication is key.
It is.
Communication is key. Even if you're delivering bad news, communication is key. Regardless of what the news is, you just need communication.
If someone wanted to reach out to you, maybe they are considering buying a new house, maybe they talk to their bank and really don't feel confident that they can even get approved for a loan, how would they reach out to you?
You can call me. My cell phone number is 903-821-4723. I pretty much answer that phone 24/7.
Absolutely. Call or text.
I'm there. My email address is jmiller@sfmc.com. That stands for servicefirstmortgage.com.
Excellent.
So just call or text or email me, and I will definitely get back to you.
All right. So none of this could be possible without our best sponsor, Time Flies Bar and Grill. Now, Time Flies converted their bar license to a restaurant license. And if you haven't been up here on a Friday night for steak night, you ever had a tomahawk steak?
I have, and it's very good.
Oh my goodness, they cook a mean tomahawk. Of course, all the food is excellent here, and we appreciate them. And I mean, you can get wine on draft. So again, Judy, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
It's been a blast. If y'all have any mortgage needs, give Judy a call. If you have any real estate needs, please give me a call, Mr. Brandon Bond. Other than that, stay safe. Please drink responsibly, and we'll see y'all next time.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
Now I need a shot.
Shot.